Andrea, is Baguio your hometown
Yes, it
or
is.
you're studying there?
No, I was born and raised in Baguio, and then I moved here for work.
Oh, really? What's it like to live in Baguio?
Oh my gosh, it's the most beautiful place. I'm really lucky that I was raised there by my parents. I'm really lucky that I'm from there because in Baguio we're very in touch with our roots, with our culture and our arts, and it's such a nice feeling to be from there, and I love that place so much with all my heart.
What is the one thing you can share with us about Baguio that most tourists from Manila don't know about?
Um, well, most tourists think that now Baguio is really polluted, it's really noisy, but it's actually not that bad if there aren't any tourists. It's actually really quiet, it's really clean. My favorite thing to do is go on walks in the eco trail in Janhe, and I just like to, meditate there, be in touch with nature, and then just appreciate how quiet it is and how nature is just thriving in Baguio.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Any follow-up question? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andrea Faye Gomez. Candidate number 11. Make a call on candidate number 12, Geneva Busselton.
Good afternoon. My question to you is, what has been the biggest challenge that you have encountered in joining beauty pageants?
I think the biggest challenge that I have encountered by trying beauty pageant is that I don't know if people might accept me with my hairstyle. Because I think people might judge my gender, my personality, that they might say that I am not that feminine enough to win a crown. And I think that is the biggest challenge that I have encountered so far. Thank you.
You remind us of the Miss Universe runner-up, right? From Vietnam. And you walk like her too.
Thank you.
Question?
Hi, what do you think is your best skill and what are your preparations to get insanely good at it?
I think my best skill is that I always enjoy when I'm on stage. I always feel the moment because joining beauty pageants for me is about enjoying the experience that you are in, grabbing the opportunities that is given to you. Not every woman that wants to win and to join Mutya Pilipinas is given a chance to do it. And so I am enjoying it and I am feeling every moment of it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Candidate number 12, that's Geneva Busselton. And now I'd like to call in candidate number 13, Savanna Ray Mary Catayas. Savannah is from Australia.
Okay. If I were to visit Australia for the first time, where should I go? What should I do?
You should definitely come to Melbourne. That's my hometown, and it's a beautiful place. The people are just so open, welcoming, and so loving. And Australia is known as one of the most diverse countries in the world. We're so multicultural, and Melbourne is, of course, the most livable city for the last 4 years. So that's the first place you should go when you come to Australia.
Have you ever hugged a koala?
No.
No?
I've never hugged a koala,
Mhm.
but I've seen them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello. They say that Australians are very racist. What can you say about that?
know for me personally, as I said before, Australia is one of the most multicultural and diverse countries. We invite all different nationalities and cultures, and even the Filipino community in Australia is incredible. That's why I'm here today. So yeah, I wouldn't really agree that Australians are racist. Well, at least not the people who are close to me anyway.
Thank you, Savannah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Savannah. Savannah, candidate number 13. And may I call in Sandra Tagata Hele, candidate number 14.
Hello.
Hi. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I see myself in the next 5 years as a beauty queen, an aspiring beauty queen. Because not only do I have an advocacy which could change the new generation of our community or our world, it's because my advocacy is on bullying, and I really want to address it to the people. I could see myself as a voice of the voiceless, and I see myself as an empowered woman who could empower everyone, especially to the children who are who experience bullying. Thank you.
Hi, you look so beautiful. You said bullying. If you win Mutya Pilipinas and then you're given the chance to implement a project, and then let's say you have sufficient funds, what project would that be?
I would like to gather people who are against bullying or victims of bullying and tell stories to the children, or for those people who are under pressure or under depression from this kind of oppression, especially to the children who are having issues, because bullying is like cancer. It could kill a person because it's very dangerous for all of the people, especially the children. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandra. Sandra Tagata Hele, candidate number 14. I'd like to call in candidate number 15, Eiffel Janelle Rosalita from Bulacan.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello. Bulacan is very near to us. I live in Quezon City. However, can you please, how will you encourage people to visit more Bulacan?
Three things that I can encourage people to visit Bulacan. First is the culture. Second, the food. Third is the people itself. We are very welcoming and humble.
Go. Ayan, local boy.
Yeah. How more on the people? If Bulacan is Mutya ng Pilipinas, a candidate, how will you describe it?
We do have many tourist attraction like the Baraswain Church. It is one of the oldest church here in the Philippines. We do have also resorts like Jed's Island, Amana, etc. And we also do have the world-renowned Chicharon.
That's right.
Actually, gusto ko sana itanong to sa lahat. How can you promote women empowerment in our country?
Well, I think nowadays women empowerment is a very sensitive issue up until now. So, for me, I think to be able to achieve women empowerment, we must help each other. We must recognize each other's efforts, and if we really want to achieve a same goal, I think we should build programs for women to be able to achieve that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, candidate number 15. Eiffel Janelle Rosalita. Candidate number 16, Rizal Regina from Parañaque.
Good afternoon.
How can you stop the cycle of violence in women?
Okay. Yes, I do know that is a very controversial topic. However, how to stop violence is that we have to stop it first within ourselves. We have to educate the people that violence is wrong. We have to start it through our schools because education is the antidote of ignorance. And if you're ignorant, you do things. But the more you know, the less ignorant you will be. So that is my take on that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rizal Regina. Candidate number 16. And now we call in candidate number 17, Hannah Therese Cruz. Hannah is from Calaca, Batangas.
I would like to know what's your hobby?
My hobby is to write. I've been a writer since back in high school. I was the editor-in-chief of our yearbook and the news editor of our publication. Right now, I may not be a campus editor anymore, but I write through social media. I manage actually an Instagram account. It's called Together in This Battle. I write there positive thoughts for people with mental health issues. Actually have followers from all over the world. So it's really touching for me to be able to use my voice whenever I get messages that, hey, your simple post today really helped me battle with my depression. It's been changing their lives, and gladly it's been changing mine too.
Have you had any experience with depression?
I experienced depression because in college adjustment is difficult, but I was able to fight it. But right now I also see my friends experiencing it. It's really difficult because you really have to use your positivity to be able to help them as well.
Since you're in journalism, one of our problems right now is how can we promote. You see my line of questioning. It's about the women empowerment, and of course, right now we have a law. This is the BAUSI. Again, my last question to the last contestant is the cycle of violence that Filipino women right now is experiencing. Because you're a journalist, how can you help and promote the violence against women and children in our country?
What I would write about is to really acknowledge the importance of women in our society, because for the longest time they're always at the background. So that's the reason why sometimes they are experiencing discrimination. We have to empower them so that when they are empowered, they can use their voice to stand up against this discrimination and to fight for their rights and what they believe in. So I will use my writing skills to be able to tell women they are worthy, just like everybody else.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, candidate number 17, Hannah Therese Cruz. Then we call in candidate number 18, Lady Justerini Santos.
Okay. Lady, our campaign in Mutya is Shine Hometown Girl, right?
Yes.
You are a hometown girl.
Yes.
Bulacan. Okay. Best thing about Bulacan?
Well, I can say that there are so many things about Bulacan, but I can give you 3 reasons to love Bulacan. Or should I say, I can connect it with these 3 words. First is Makata. Because for your information, Francisco Balagtas was originally from Balagtas, Bulacan. Second is Bayani. We are the hometown of heroes. Some of the products of Bulacan is got Marcelo H. Del Pilar and General Gregorio Del Pilar. Next, and definitely the last, is the Bulaklak, which I can say defines the beauty of a Bulaqueña, and also the famous Flores de Mayo that is being celebrated by the whole Philippines every year was originated not just in my province but in my municipality, which is Bulacan. Thank you.
Thank you. Lady Justerini Santos, candidate number 18. And now we call in candidate number 19, Ina Penales, from Albay, Bicol.
Hi, good afternoon.
Ina?
Hi, good afternoon.
Bicol is so famous. Top 3 about Bicol we should know about.
So,
Especially Albay.
yes. So the top 3 that you should know about first, Albay. Of course, you know about this, the Mayon volcano. It's one of the perfect cone shape of, it's so beautiful right after landing from the Gaspi airport. You see it and everyone takes pictures. And the second thing about Albay that I would have to say is black beaches. So it's uncommon for people to actually like the black beaches, but it's a nice refreshing thing to see instead of the whites that we always see. And then the third, and the thing that I love most about Albay is the major industry is agriculture. And I'm proud to say that Albay takes care of its farmers. I believe that farmers are the backbone of our community, of our economy. And so we have to take care of them. We have to take good care of them. And I'm proud to say that last May, they were given machinery to help them to make their work more efficient and easier. And whenever there are droughts and typhoon in Albay, they always receive help. And so that's why I am proud to be an Albayano, because we take care of our farmers. Thank you.
Hi, Ina.
Hi.
How will you encourage Filipino to, instead of flying in Japan, to watch and take a photo of Mount Fuji instead of going to Albay? How will you promote Albay more based on Mayon?
Yes. So the thing about the Philippines and Albay, like the Mayon volcano, it's easy to entice people to visit because just by seeing a photo, you're already enticed because it's so beautiful. Exactly when it's sunrise, it's so perfect. But what I want to focus more on is how do we make them come back? And we can do this by taking care of our locals and our people. It is through them that who makes our guests feel welcome, feel safe, and if they feel these things, then they will certainly come back. As a well-traveled person myself, because I'm a flight attendant, so I know that that's how you come back when you have a great time. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ina Penales from Albay, Bicol. And we call in our last candidate for the second batch, candidate number 20, Isabelle Napiza from New Jersey.
Hello.
Hi. Who is your role model?
My role model?
Yeah.
My role model is my mom. Because if it weren't for her, then I wouldn't be here today. She sacrificed her time making her time for us. She stays up just to see if I'm okay. Even when I'm like from the other side of the world, because she's in the US. She's always looking up to me. She calls me a lot. Even if it's like 2:15 there in the morning, she would still call me. Even though it's like 2:15 here in the afternoon. Also, she works very hard to make my siblings and I the best that they can be.
Hello, hi. How do you keep yourself fit to be in the competition?
I to keep myself okay. Well, because I follow a certain diet and I do some exercise, and it takes time. I have to make time to keep the body I have.
One more question.
Since you're from New York, how can you promote Philippines when you win the competition? How can you promote our country, Philippines, wherever you win the competition?
Well, I'm from the East Coast. I'm actually from New Jersey, but I'm pretty close to New York. And both of the states, they're both diverse. So there are Filipinos and many other cultures. So I express our culture by saying where I come from, how the people are there in the Philippines, and the food and the attractions they have there. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Isabelle Napiza, candidate number 20.